Today, I want to discuss a topic that touches the lives of many, a topic that often remains hidden in the shadows but is vital to our understanding of human behavior and well-being. I'm here to talk about the stark differences between a normal person and someone who is struggling with addiction. Before diving into the differences, it's crucial to emphasize that addiction is not only a moral failing, but a complex medical and psychological condition. It can happen to anyone, and it is essential to approach it with empathy and understanding. So, how does a normal person differ from an addict? Let's explore this question.
A normal person and an addict differ in several ways, primarily in their behavior, habits, and the impact of substance or behavior on their daily life. Here are some key differences. Number 1. Control over behavior. A normal person generally has the ability to control their actions and make rational decisions about their behavior. They can assess the consequences of their actions and choose to act in a way that aligns with their best interests and values. In contrast, an addict often faces significant challenges in controlling their impulses. They may find it difficult to resist the urge to engage in substance abuse or addictive behaviors, even when they are fully aware of the negative consequences that may follow. This loss of control is a central characteristic of addiction and distinguishes it from the typical behavior of a normal person.
Number 2. Use of substances or engagement in behaviors. For a normal person, the use of substances or engagement in certain activities is often a choice made for recreational or occasional enjoyment. These behaviors do not typically disrupt their daily life, relationships, or responsibilities. They can enjoy a drink with friends, use a substance like alcohol, or even engage in activities like gambling or shopping in moderation, without it significantly impacting their ability to function effectively. However, for an addict, substances or addictive behaviors take on a different role. They may rely on these substances or activities as a way to cope with stress, negative emotions, or personal problems. In their lives, addiction can become a means of self-medication, a way to numb emotional pain or escape from life's challenges. This reliance can be so strong that they find it difficult to function without their addiction, leading to an imbalance in their priorities. An addict may reach a point where their primary focus is obtaining and using the substance or engaging in the addictive behavior, to the detriment of other vital aspects of life, such as family, work, and health. This prioritization of addiction over all else is one of the most distressing aspects of the condition, and it highlights the fundamental difference between a normal person's recreational choices and an addict's compulsive and often self-destructive behavior.
Number 3. Impact on daily life. For a normal person, substance use or behaviors do not typically interfere with their ability to meet daily responsibilities, maintain relationships, or perform at work or school. An addict's substance use or addictive behaviors often lead to negative consequences, such as deteriorating health, damaged relationships, job loss, and financial problems. For a normal person, their use of substances or participation in certain behaviors typically does not interfere significantly with their ability to meet their daily responsibilities. They can manage their work, fulfill family obligations, maintain healthy relationships. In contrast, an addict's substance use or addictive behaviors often result in a range of negative consequences that can be deeply detrimental. These consequences can include deteriorating health. Prolonged addiction can lead to severe health issues, both physical and mental. Substance abuse can damage organs, impair cognitive functions, and lead to chronic health conditions. Damaged relationships. Addiction can strain or even destroy personal relationships. The preoccupation with substances or addictive behaviors can lead to neglect of family and friends. Trust may be eroded and conflicts can arise, making it difficult to maintain healthy connections. Job loss. Addiction can interfere with an individual's work performance. An addict may struggle to meet their job responsibilities, be frequently absent, or make poor decisions that result in job loss or decreased work performance. Financial problems. The costs associated with addiction, including the expenses of acquiring substances or engaging in addictive behaviors, can lead to financial strain. This often results in debt and other monetary problems.
Number 4. Tolerance and withdrawal. For a normal person, tolerance and withdrawal are not typically part of their experience when it comes to substances or behaviors. They can engage in these activities without needing increasingly larger doses or more intense engagement to achieve the desired effect. Additionally, they do not undergo the distressing symptoms associated with withdrawal when they choose to stop or reduce their participation. On the other hand, an addict often undergoes a profound shift in how their body and mind respond to substances or addictive behaviors over time. Tolerance. With continued substance use or engagement in addictive behaviors, an addict frequently develops a significant tolerance. This means that their body and brain adapt to the presence of the substance or behavior, requiring larger amounts or more frequent engagement to achieve the same level of pleasure or relief they once obtained with smaller quantities. This escalating need for the substance or behavior is a key characteristic of addiction. Withdrawal symptoms. When an addict attempts to stop or reduce their consumption of the substance or behavior, they often experience withdrawal symptoms. These symptoms can be highly distressing and can vary depending on the specific addiction. Withdrawal symptoms can include physical discomfort, cravings, anxiety, depression, irritability, and even physical illness. These symptoms often drive individuals back to the substance or behavior to alleviate the distress, perpetuating the cycle of addiction.
Number 5. Cravings and preoccupation. Need of substance or addictive behavior are central features of addiction. They distinguish an addict from a normal person. Intense cravings. An addict experiences powerful and often overwhelming cravings for the substance or behavior. These cravings can be both psychological and physiological, leading to an insatiable desire to use or engage in the addictive activity. These cravings can be so strong that they can consume an individual's thoughts, making it extremely difficult to focus on anything else. Preoccupation. The preoccupation with obtaining and using the substance or engaging in the addictive behavior can become an all-encompassing aspect of an addict's life. Their thoughts are frequently consumed by when and how they can engage in their addiction, often at the expense of other priorities. This intense preoccupation can interfere with their ability to work, maintain relationships, and perform daily responsibilities. In contrast, a normal person does not typically experience these obsessive thoughts about substances or behaviors. Their engagement in such activities is generally not all-consuming and does not dominate their thoughts and actions. For them, these activities are a part of life, but they can be managed and kept in perspective.
Number 6. Loss of control. An addict often finds it incredibly challenging to control their use of substances or behaviors. Even when they genuinely want to stop or cut back, they may be unable to do so. The cravings and the intense compulsion to use or engage in the addictive behavior can override their rational intentions. This loss of control is a hallmark of addiction and can lead to a cycle of continued use, despite the negative consequences it brings. Ability to make conscious decisions for a normal person. In contrast, a normal person typically has the ability to make conscious decisions regarding their use of substances or participation in certain activities. They can assess the situation, consider the potential consequences, and decide to stop or moderate their behavior without facing significant internal resistance. They have the freedom to choose when and how to engage in these activities in a way that aligns with their overall well-being and personal goals.
Number 7. Neglect responsibilities. Addiction can lead an individual to prioritize their substance use or addictive behaviors over their essential responsibilities. They may become preoccupied with obtaining and using the substance or engaging in the behavior, to the extent that they neglect crucial aspects of their life. This can manifest as neglect of work. An addict may struggle to perform well at their job, leading to absenteeism, decreased productivity, and, in some cases, job loss. Strained family relationships. The preoccupation with addiction can result in neglect of family responsibilities, damaged relationships, and a lack of emotional presence for loved ones. Personal health deterioration. Addicts may disregard their own well-being, neglecting self-care and health maintenance. This can lead to physical and mental health issues where a normal person who occasionally engages in substance use or certain behaviors generally does not experience the same level of interference with their responsibilities. They can balance their personal and professional obligations and continue to meet their commitments, even if they occasionally indulge in these activities. The occasional use does not disrupt their overall functioning or responsibilities.
Number 8. Social and emotional consequences. Strained relationships and emotional turmoil. Addiction can be profoundly disruptive to an individual's relationships and emotional well-being. Some of the ways in which addiction affects relationships include trust issues. Addicts may engage in deceptive or secretive behaviors to maintain their addiction, eroding trust within their relationships. Emotional distance. The preoccupation with addiction can lead to emotional distance from loved ones as the addict's focus becomes primarily directed towards their addiction. Conflict. Arguments and conflicts often arise due to the consequences of addiction, such as financial problems, neglect, or erratic behavior. Isolation. Addiction can lead to social withdrawal as individuals may prioritize their substance use or addictive behaviors over social interactions. Codependency. In some cases, close family members or friends may develop codependent relationships with the addict, enabling their behavior. In contrast, a normal person's relationships are generally not significantly affected by their recreational substance use or behaviors. They can maintain healthy relationships because they can control and moderate their involvement in these activities.
I hope you liked this video. For more videos related to addiction, subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.